Welcome to another day and another dose of Did You Know? And today with me is my very good friend, Nick Richards. He is the founder, basically the heart, the soul of Gr8ter Veterans Spokane. How are you doing up there in Washington?
Better now. The last few months have been kind of rough. So.
Oh no, that sucks when you have roughness. You're out of the roughness patch?
Yeah, we're looking for a house, so we've been doing that. And then right before we started looking, both of us went through the COVID. So
Yeah, that'll put a little a little dance in your step.
yeah, and then we had to cancel our Ladies of Liberty event because of COVID. So I'm ready for this thing to be over. And
I know. I was ready to come out there. Joyce and I, we were on our way out to Washington. And then I was like, there was something, when you have a gut feeling like, I shouldn't buy my ticket yet. I'm just going to wait and see what's going on. I think we talked about this. And see, there you go. And my womanly instinct said, wait a sec.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of bummed about it, but the good news is they didn't refund our money. They gave us airline travel credit. So guess what? We're going to have to use that money anyway. So we're hoping to get most of it back together when this is over. So
it'll all come together. It'll be perfect timing. You'll have a house. We'll have Ladies of Liberty. Joyce and I will be there. It will all work its way out. But I want to get down into it because people don't know you. I'm talking like everybody knows you.
Yeah.
But no one knows. In a short little snippet, who is Nick Richardson?
A guy with a big heart that's just not always the tough, cliche Army guy, a guy that cares about my fellow vet, their families, or as I put, our families, because your family is my family with what we do, and cares about my country deeply and everyone in it. I just want what's best for my country. That's it.
I know. That's why you have a special place in my heart. And ever since the day we met, it's been like that. I feel it. You really do. And that is why I really wanted you on this, on the dose of Did You Know, is not just to tell people who you are and they can check you out on their own time and check out Gr8ter Veterans, but to get to know you, because the dose is about life and love and relationship and how that affects our day-to-day living and our entrepreneurial mindset and the things that we have. So, looking back at your life, because you are a man of heart, you do lead that way, but maybe it wasn't always like that. What was that turning moment in your life that said, I got to do something other than me and what I'm kind of in? You weren't always, oh, did you freeze on me? He froze on me. My question stunned him to death. But I'll give you a little background while we're waiting for him to unfreeze, is that Nick wasn't always, he went through a hard time during his transition from active to veteran, and he found himself, oh, are you there? Nope. I hear him. I just don't see him moving. He'll figure it out. But he found himself in this place. And I wonder if he'll talk about this one breaking moment that I remember so well from his story, where he just made a change and had his, he's out. He'll come back. But there was this breaking moment in his life where he had that kind of aha conversation you have with yourself, that you have to live more than what you're living now. And they're always based on love. They're always based on something bigger than yourself. I was having, and that's why I want him to come back on once he gets internet back to talk about it. So I'm not going to give it away. We'll wait for him. But I had one of those aha moments today. I love when I have these aha moments. I was telling my friend, Mark Anthony, who will be on tomorrow, that, have you ever envisioned this? You have all of these little particles, these experiences in your lives, these evolutions that we go through, these jumps, these people that we meet, they all give these little like sparkling, they're like their own little entities. And sometimes, oh, he says, I'm not seeing you on. I'm going to just tell him you got off, you got kicked out, you got kicked out, re-click. I'm not typing fast. Link. Okay. Little text on my phone. And sometimes these little, when I was talking about these little sparks and all of these situations and instances that we have, we think that is how we have to go. Right? That's the path that we're on. This one thing, God wants us to go this way. That's why this person's in our life. And we go through the experience of it and we do that blind faith. I do it all the time. I was like, God, I don't know what you want from me, but I'm here, receive, and I will go. And my aha moment was, yes, that's what you're supposed to do, except that might not be the drop all, end of the story, end of the line, purpose for you. It might be a lesson. It might be a person perfectly placed. It might be a time perfectly placed. But what it is something that you're supposed to learn from it. And all of those things are these little, evolutional particles that go around that we don't see, but we're floating in. And when they all kind of settle, we have these like fulfilling, unstuck, kind of in your face, like wow, life-changing moments. He's back, I think. He's coming back. So that is kind of,
hold on a second. I don't know.
Okay, you're on. I can hear you, but you're black. So anyways, that is one of those. I was just jibber jabbering while I'm waiting for you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't see you, but you're frozen, but I can hear you.
What the hell?
Freaking technology. It's great and it's not. It's like COVID. It's great being in quarantine, but it's really not because it's forced. It might be just the weather, maybe. I don't know. So I'll just talk about the upcoming week too, because I gave you my aha moment of today while we wait for Nick. And if it totally befunks, we'll just have to figure this out. I'll give you a little snippet of him and we'll get his 2 cents at either another time later today or whatever. So while he's figuring out his technical difficulties, and you saw my aha moment of the particles and them aligning, I think people should kind of look at your own life and imagine. I'm so visual. I see things. And sometimes when I see them, they don't always come out of my mouth perfectly. And my husband is like, can you spit it out, Danielle? And I'm like, not really. It's stuck in here. But upcoming tomorrow, we have Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony is amazing, like mindset guru. He is a life coach out in Hawaii. He is just the man to know about love and life and how to fulfill all those things that you want to fulfill. And then later on Tuesday, it's a busy week. Later on Tuesday, we have part 2 of Devoted to a Soldier. Veterans organizations, Andrew and Brian are back at it. They're going to talk about the pros and cons of the VFW, of different organizations, the crap that they went through, and then what changed their mind about joining and actually being part of these organizations. And then Wednesday, what do we have Wednesday? We have Athena. That is going to be intense. So if you're not ready for some like raw and real like life shit stuff, then don't tune in. But if you are, then I would tune in on Wednesday to hear about that. And then later on Wednesday is Mike Flynn is co-hosting an interview with Joe Galloway. He was the number one correspondent during the Vietnam War. That is going to be fantastic because not only did he record what was happening, he was front lines, like he taking people out, during the battles, dragging men off the field. So it was a very cool experience for him. I can't wait. I haven't met him yet. And then he is going around interviewing. I think he's done 200 interviews with Vietnam veterans because they are slowly, just like World War II, just like Korean War, they are not going to be around forever. And especially with the, I just went blank, the orange, whatever. So anyways, that's going to be good. Thursday, who do we have Thursday? Raquel. She is the founder of Kiss the Mermaids, Kiss the Monkeys, a sweet, sweet friend of mine. Fun story how we met. And we've been friends ever since. And then later we have another devoted to a soldier it's going to be on entrepreneurship. We've got some very cool, one is apparel company and one is socks. They do socks, but very cool stuff that is going on Friday's off. Friday, actually, I'm helping a friend doing stuff around here. Like, how have businesses been affected locally in New Hampshire by this forced quarantine? Are they shutting and closing their doors? How do they see their business changing from this? So I'll be doing a lot of in-person one-on-one interviews with local businesses. And it's not live, I don't think. So that I'm not in charge of. That I'm just participating in. I'm just helping out actually someone running for senator. Go Regina Barnes. Vote Regina Barnes, New Hampshire. If you're a New Hampshire resident, don't go and vote if you're not. I don't need any funny hanky-panky there. So I don't know what happened to Nick, but I'm going to tell you his story. He was basically a drunk and his life was falling apart, and his wife stood by him the whole time. So women out there, stand by your man, because sometimes it is not your man talking to you, or vice versa. It is the situation that is happening. It is not the relationship. When you work on your relationship, you're not working on that is what you're working on. That's a whole side other note. Anyways, his daughter came in, boom, life-changing moment. He is the founder of Gr8ter Veterans. I'm going to get him back on here later. Oh, he's having issues with his technology. That sometimes happens. But what are you going to do? You can't. But check him out. Check out his profile, click on it, check out what his mission is with Gr8ter Veterans Spokane. You do not have to be in Spokane, Washington, to either donate or to participate in his events that he has. Again, Joyce and I fly from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast to support him and participate, because there's some good stuff. You got to if you put your money where your mouth is, and it doesn't necessarily mean money, it might mean actions. You might not have money, but you have your time. You have your gifts that you're given. You can put them where you want to go. If you sit back and just talk and do nothing, you will accomplish nothing. Everybody will see that you're doing nothing. You will not evolve. You will not expand. You will not create a network. You will just create your own little bottle of goop if you do nothing. So he's a man that did something for his passion. And sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll get him back. Don't worry. And again, until next time, love hard and love pure.